welcome in. Hope we're all doing good today. It is for your weekly Vancouver weather update. It is raining. Very surprising. The weather is very bad. Hello, Bear. Hope you're doing good. But yeah, it's pretty terrible weather, and it's gotten kind of cold. We had some really nice warm weather, like I think we were in the 20s, like 24, 20, like, something like that. Like, it was like summer for a bit. And then suddenly, now it's like 10 degrees and cold and rainy. So I guess I'm like, at this point, I'm like, I can't bring my winter jacket back. It's like almost winter jacket weather. Not like winter jacket, but like, like a fall jacket kind of weather. Um, but I can't bring that back out in good faith. In the middle of May, I can't bring like a down jacket. It just feels too bad. So I'm gonna tough it out in my rain jacket, instead. It's 21 degrees and full on sunny. Wow. That's great for you. I'm happy for you. You just woke up. Thanks for being like, yeah, I was like a few minutes late because I was still getting ready. So you're welcome. I just knew you were asleep. I was like, I can't start stream without Bear. So I was waiting. It wasn't because I was running late and doing my makeup at the last minute. But yeah, we're all good. I made it. Although, starting this week, I have my Pilates at a bit earlier than usual, so I have to leave before 12. But I just felt kind of bad because my instructor was like, oh, like the person before you canceled, so I have to like wait an hour. So can you come like an hour earlier? And I was like, oh, okay, I feel bad making her wait around an hour. So I was like, whatever, it's fine. I'll come an hour earlier. And then if I just want to stream till like 1 or something, I could do that on Sundays. It's our Constitution Day, but it's a scam that it fell on a Saturday. You don't get a different day if it falls on a Saturday, because we always do. Like on ours is July 1st, right? And we always get a different day off if it falls on the weekend. Although we have Tuesday this year. I don't think we get like a Tuesday off. I think it maybe moves to Monday. I don't know. Having like a middle of the week holiday is not ideal. I was asleep. Are you Santa? Don't tell. What the heck? I hope you enjoyed my gift last Christmas. You just get scammed. That's the same in some places as well, but yeah, I think for us it depends on the holiday maybe. Actually, no, I can't think of a single holiday where if it falls on a Saturday, it's like too bad, I think we always get it. But you guys probably have more holidays than us overall, so maybe you can afford to lose some. Still sucks though. And welcome in, Harry. How are you? How are things? What's new in everyone's life? For me? Yeah, not much. Not much, honestly. I feel like when people are like, "Oh, how nice to see you. What's new?" I'm like, I don't know. Like, what is new? Like, I feel like I just live my life. How's everyone today? I'm doing pretty good today. It's not great weather, but kind of cozy. It is a bit cold though. I brought my winter pajamas back out. That's pretty crazy. And welcome in, Maestro. Congrats on being first. You're stuck on hold. Oh no, that sucks. I'm sorry. Actually, today is like my mom has a tenant, right? And it's her birthday today, so I'm picking up a cake. But then like I called the place. It was Whole Foods. I called Whole Foods because apparently I was Googling because she really likes fruit tarts, like the one with the crust and then it's like piled high with fruit. So I was looking for those. And I was like, I looked on Reddit and I was like, Reddit Vancouver, what's the best fruit tart? Everyone says Whole Foods. I was like, sure, yeah, I guess Whole Foods. I thought it would be like some like fancy bakery or whatever. It's Whole Foods. So I called Whole Foods and then they were like, I was like, they gave like they had the numbers that are like, oh, like press this number to go to the bakery. So I pressed that number to go to the bakery. And then the person picked up and they were like, bakery. And then I was like, can I order a cake? And they were like, oh, let me transfer you to the bakery. And I was like, I thought you were the bakery, but that's fine. And then they didn't even have like the hold music. It was just like static and I can kind of hear like voices in the background. And I was like, did something go wrong? But I was like waiting, right? So I was like, should I, like, did something break? Like, should I just hang up and call again? But I was like, it's kind of weird if I call again. So then I was waiting on like this weird static sound for like 5 minutes, and then finally someone picked up. So like, what a weird process. But I'm glad I stuck it out, I guess. But yeah, it was very strange. So hopefully your hold call has at least some music or something, you know, so you're not just like waiting in like a weird, creepy white noise. You sat indoors for a week? What's new with you? Exactly, exactly. I mean, like I do stuff in the week, but I'm a very like scheduled person, right? Like I have my Pilates scheduled, I have my singing lesson scheduled. You know, like I do these things, like I stream, but it's like the same every week. So it's like, is it really new? Like it's not really new. Like I just do my normal activities, you know? But who knows? Um I was I've been what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I've been watching The Last of Us, but I'm kind of like not enjoying this season as much. Maybe I would enjoy it more if I didn't play the game, but as one who has now played the game, um, not enjoying it. I keep getting put on hold. They keep picking up and putting me on hold. That's so annoying. Yeah, I hate when they do that. You're like when you call and they're like, let me put you on hold, and then like they're like, let me transfer you, and the person you transfer to is like, let me put you on hold. Yeah. There's some places I really hate calling. Like when you have to call the airline, especially during a busy time. Like sometimes I've had to call an airline during a busy period, and it's like you can never get through. Like you'll be waiting all day, you will never get through. Or like calling the tax authorities around tax time, you'll never get through. Some places they have like callback. I think that's quite nice, where it's like you call them and then they're like, you call them and then they're instead of waiting on the phone, they'll just call you back when it's time. I think that's the future. You know, that's the way it should be done. Um, why the chat give me the chat rules? You're older. In case you need to know the rules, Ricky. You were I heard back in your school days you were breaking some rules. You know, you were a bit of a bad kid. You know, so I just wanted to give you them again in case you forgot. It was a warning. So that, yeah, I edited the rules to say don't spit on people. You've been breaking the rules? Yeah, exactly. You know, Ricky. Always breaking the rules. And welcome in Con, fellow non-weeb. Good to see you. How have you been enjoying your recent non-weeb activities? What's everyone's least weeby thing they did? For me, what's the least weeby thing I did? I showered last night, and I did all my laundry. Yeah, yeah, same. Yeah, shower's pretty huge, honestly. I should have noticed. Yeah, the chat rules no. Touch grass. Oh yeah, that's pretty non-wavy. I didn't really do that though. We have the same thoughts. We have the same insult to the weebs. And welcome in, Sushi Gamer. How are you? Even in comp sci exams, you're high on the weeb scale lately. Do you have a lot of weebs in your class? What has your class situation been like? Because you guys know my experience in school was full of weebs. So many weebs. People would people would try and make friends with me, and then they would like send me messages in Japanese, like weird weeb messages in Japanese. I'm like, oh my god, I hate this. I hate everything, you know? And not giving a stat. How are you? How's your Elden Ring grind? I was actually playing a bit of Elden Ring recently. I was playing a bit of the randomizer seamless co-op. Although it's really unstable. I don't know if it's like the recent randomizer update or like a seamless co-op update or I don't know, something. It just keeps crashing, but I guess it's pretty quick to open it again, but it's just crashing a lot, so who knows. Um, recalling Baka. Who knows? Who knows? Um, One Piece, there's your weeb contribution. That's pretty weeby. Pretty weeby. And welcome in, Gutham. Hope you're doing well today. There aren't that many weebs, actually, mostly normie. Really? My class was full of weebs. You were lucky. What is the type of people in your class? How would you describe it? Because for me, it was, I would say about 80% men. Like a 20% male female split. Depends though. Like I think it depends on how far into the courses you are. Like I would say in like Comp Sci 101 or whatever, it was a lot more women. Like it was like 60-40 or whatever. Then maybe they got scared out by all the weird guys. So then by the time I got later, some classes would only have a handful of women. And then there would be a lot of, I mean, this is just Vancouver, like, university demographic. It was mostly Asian. I can't, I'm one of them, so I can't really speak for that. And yeah, a lot of weebs, a lot of weebs. So, like, I would look around, and some people would be playing some, like, weeb gacha game, like, during class, or, like, their laptop wallpaper would be, like, some anime waifu, and I'm like, okay, that's great. That's great, thank you. And some people were really stinky. I once took a summer class and it was so stinky. Like, I was like, man, I thought it was stinky in the winter, but in the summer, you cannot sit at the top. You cannot sit at the top of the lecture hall because all the stinkiness rises to the top. And I'm like someone who likes sitting in the back, so I was like, oh man, I can't sit in the back anymore. You've been burning the new game +2 to collect some quest-related talismans. Ooh. Anything good? You're the only weeb in your class. Self-outed, okay. I think it probably depends on your major. Yeah, I was in comp sci, which, you know, explains a lot. In Welcome in Red Light, you love K-pop and yapping? So do I. So do I. Probably love yapping more than K-pop, but, you know, I like both. Weeb and Major has been giving me the weeb pass so many times I come in. Just keep it to yourself, man. It's probably 60-40 men, women, some crypto bro. That's a pretty good split. 60-40. Are you in front end? Hearts to Hearts comeback is in June. I hope you enjoy it. Electro engineering, there's like 10 girls max out of at least 100. But this was like back in like the 1900s. No, I think it gets better and better as time goes on, you know? Like I mean that's what I'm hoping. Like I'm sure back in the day, like especially comp sci, like there'd be like no women, but like now I think it's a lot better. And especially I noticed like at work situations, there's a lot more. I noticed a lot more women. My current company is really good about that. The BO rises, yeah, it just rises to the top. It's probably the heat rising and it's just extra stinky at the top, but you know. And welcome in, P. Hope you're doing well. Me to bounce at the door. If you didn't shower today, you don't get in. I know. I wish my classes had that. Like, we do not need one stinky guy in my class, like ruining the atmosphere for everyone, you know? What if like everyone's stinky and then you walk into class and there's no one there? I mean, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Or like online classes, I guess you don't have to worry about the stinkiness. You guys added me first. No. Yeah, doubt yourself, man. You haven't paid attention to K-pop for a year. That's okay. There's lots. There's always like, there's like K-pop. The time, like, what am I trying to say? The news cycle of K-pop is like 2 days. You know, it's really short. The Millicent quest, there's 2 talents you can get, so you have to play the game at least twice to get both. That's annoying. Are they both good? I know what is it? Millicent's prosthesis? That one's quite good, right? Everything I do is a little weeby. Welcome in, Momo. As long as it's just a little weeby, not like extremely weeby, okay? In your class was 80% girl and 20% boy. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You got a full 5-minute lecture from your bank about scams and fraud. Harry, I told you, you gotta stop scamming and frauding people. You can't be doing that. They both buff consecutive attacks. Right, right. Yeah, that's good. I think I used the winged insignia talisman. I don't know where you get that. It might be from her. And welcome in, Chikano. How are you? You're a filthy anime enjoyer, not a weeb though. Pretty contradictory on your part. You only really like aespa and they never release music for aespa. One day, one day. You're also a nursing mate. Yeah, that checks out. That checks out. No, this time you were the victim. What happened? Did someone steal your bank account? There's no smoke without fire. Exactly, exactly. You can like food and not be a foodie. It's like that. No, but you need food to eat. I sorry, you need food to live. So I don't know. You don't need anime to live. You know, unless you're saying you're a casual anime enjoyer. You watch some animes from time to time, but you wouldn't say that that's your main thing. You know, I mean I think that's fine. I would say we have no weeps allowed. The criteria is more like, oh, like I watch less than one and like I watch one anime per year maybe. Not acceptable. 1 to 2 animes per year probably is, unless it's like really long, like you know. No, level 3 weaves allowed. Oh yeah, true. We had levels at some point. I can't remember exactly what the levels were. You guys talking about my people? Yes. I was talking about my comp sci classes being full of weebs. You're saying some money I owed to my mates, but it was a lot of people and they started getting annoyed. Oh, that's stupid. They should let you send money. That's the whole point. I got called from my bank and they were like, did you $300 at a gas station? Did you? That's a lot of money at a gas station. You'll see yourself out. Hey, are you a level 3 weeb? Or are you saying you watch more than 2 animes a year? That's why you never settle your debt. Yeah, just don't pay people back. That's easy solution. You did, but it was Bucky's. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. I'm guessing it's a regional thing. One time, the only time I got called from my bank about fraud is when I bought a vacuum. I bought a Dyson vacuum and then they blocked the transaction. They're like, is this you? Like, you wouldn't buy a vacuum. I was like, what do you mean? Like, I can buy a household thing. It was like when I first moved out. So like I guess I'd never bought like household appliances before, and a vacuum's fairly expensive, so I guess they were just like they thought it wasn't me. Bucky's? Am I saying it right? It's an American style convenience. Yeah, I mean they said gas station, so it checks out. Some gas station people are weirdly obsessed with. Oh, isn't there some sort of rivalry between like if you like one gas station versus another, like out somewhere in America? I watched a video about this. People have like a weird loyalty to the gas station. The banquet Miji would never clean her flat. I know, they really thought that. They're like, she would never buy something like this. I think it's more about the price than what it actually was. No, but I buy expensive stuff all the time. I mean, not all the time, but like, I would, like, no one stops me from buying like a plane ticket. You know, like they're like, oh, that's you. You're buying plane tickets all the time. But like, what is it? Like, how much is the Dyson? $500? They're like, oh no, that's not allowed. They know you're a weeb, Mija, you don't clean. They have like in their like bank database, they have like a weeb flag. They're like, oh, this person's a weeb and they're buying like cleaning supplies. Not allowed. You only go to Shell usually? I don't have any loyalty to a specific gas station, honestly. I just kind of go based on location. I go to one that's convenient. Usually our gas stations are like Esso or Shell or don't even know. I don't have any loyalties. Why is Costco gas so cheap? I don't even know where you get Costco gas. I've never seen the gas station at Costco. Don't know where it is. Manager level 3 weave just bought a Hoover. Exactly. They're like, they would never do this. They bought some soap. Like, what the hell? Like, how dare they? What was our level of weave? I think level 1. I think level 1 weave was like, oh, I've watched like Attack on Titan. I watched like Death Note. I watched like Ghibli movies. It's like stuff like that where it's like very mainstream. Um, I play. It's like, oh, I play like Final Fantasy, like those things. Um, it's like that's like level 1, and level 2 is like level 1 weeb is like not even really a weeb. Like it's just like you have watched anime or whatever. And then level 2 weeb is like you watch anime more regularly, I would say. Like it's like part of your entertainment media, you know? Like it's like you do watch a lot more animes, but they're still pretty mainstream animes. Like you don't watch anything like super niche or anything like that. It's just like it's mainly just like you watch a fair amount of animes, you enjoy them, whatever. Um Stuff like that, you know? And then maybe level 3. What was level 3? I can't remember. Get the Weeb icon next to your organ donor icon and your driver's license. They will reject your organs. They're like, oh, we can't have these weeb organs. Costco's the only exception where I'll buy their gas when I'm near it. The lines are like infinitely long, so I don't bother, but it's always like 10 cents cheaper per liter. That's really cheap. Maybe your bank is secretly a massive weeb and trying to promote weeb behavior by blocking payments of Hoovers. No, they're the weeb conspiracy. You played half the Final Fantasy, so you're level 0.5. Okay, level 1 requires you to play all the Final Fantasies. Level 3 is you watch anime that don't have English. Yeah, I think level 3 is you're watching anime quite regularly. It's like a majority of your TV show watching is anime. And level 3, ooh, get this. Level 3, you have a bit of anime merchandise. Like you have like anime t-shirt or like you have like a figurine. Okay, so our figurine is a bit far. But you have like, you know, like some anime stuff, you know? And you watch like and you're pretty knowledgeable about all the animes that are going on, you know? Like and you know, that kind of stuff. I think that's where and you like really want to go to Japan because you like anime, you know? That's like level 3. Like if someone says the anime, you're like, oh, I've watched that. That's level 3. I think level 4 was a really bad one. Level 3 anime, but not any specific mindset about Japanese culture. Yeah, exactly. I think level no. This is different. There's branching paths. Okay. This is I'm updating the levels. Level 3 is like the limit of acceptable behavior, okay? And then we branch out. So one branch is the media branch, okay? One branch is the media branch, the anime branch, okay? You're getting real in deep in level 4. Like if you're going level 4 media branch, you're I would say like yeah, you're just like going off the rails, like body pillows, playing all the gacha games, like you have a lot of anime stuff. You are always talking to people about anime stuff like that. You go to anime convention, you know, that kind of thing. Um, I think that's level 4. I don't know where that path leads, but that's just like you like Japanese media, whether it's you know, anime or JRPGs or whatever. And that path, I have no issue with that path. Yeah, there are people on that path maybe are a bit too into it. You know, like if you make it your whole personality, maybe you're like level 6 or whatever. That's there's no issues on that path. The issue I have is the other path. Yeah, the one Ricky was getting to. If you go past level 3, but you end up if you focus on like Japan as like a country, as like people, I think that's where it's like problematic a little bit. It's like it's a bit questionable. Possibly if you go higher up, it's pretty racist. That's where you have problems. Like if the people who are really like the people who are very like Japanophiles in that regard, where they're like the place where this place Japan meme. Exactly. Based on the skill, you're probably like a 2.5. That's not bad. Yeah. Do level 3s only want to go to Japan because the anime is not culture? Yeah, they're just like, oh, it'd be cool to go to Japan, and get all this anime merch or whatever. That's fine. And welcome in, Louise. You have an anime tattoo. Oh, that might be level 4. That might be level 4. Hate to break it to you. What level is writing and drawing an entire anime by yourself? Welcome in, Red. You know what? I don't think that's related to the anime level. Cause like I think you can go all the way to the end and not do that. I think that's more to do with your own, that's more to do with your own creativity and your, I think that's completely separate. Like if you're like, oh, I want to be like a mangaka or like an anime, animator or drawer or whatever, I think that's different. I think that's like your creative passion. Like I don't think it's related to. I think it's there. You can have both, but it's separate. And welcome in, Kimbam. What level gets you banned here? Probably a 4. Yeah. You're here to witness Miju's new singing debut. Oh, am I debuting? Main vocal, Miju. I feel like I'm not too hardcore to be banished here. And all the level 4 self-reporting in chat. Come on, guys. You're still here? Chikano? I think Chikano is actually still level 3, though. I don't think you've reached level 4. Like, do you even, like... I don't know. I don't think you are level 4. What if I have anime on your pew pew? What does that even mean? That depends what that means. I don't know what that means. Like, you have a gun? Level 4 branch? You're such a liar, Ricky. What level are you? I think you're level 2. I don't know how much anime you watch. Actually, I have no idea how much anime. I know you probably watch some, but like I don't know how much. How do I obtain the level 4 title? I think you need to make anime more like your personality. I think you need to like engage in more anime things that are not just watching anime. You know? Is there a level 5? Probably. I don't know the levels of this. I don't know how far you can go with the anime. Like, some people like have like. I watched this guy's video about gacha games, and he had like massive. I guess they were like body pillow cases or something on his wall, and he was like just casually like giving a really like intelligent, informed discussion about gacha game and like gambling and stuff like that. But in the background, like the most like lewd like pictures of Ganyu on his wall. I was like, oh my god, this guy is giving such a intelligent, well thought out like video essay, but in the background, I'm like, what is going on? So funny. It was fun while I lasted in here. Oh no, Luis, I'm sorry. What is your anime tattoo? I'm curious. What level are you? I honestly, Momo, I was asking you what you meant by anime on your pew pew. I don't know what that means. Guess if fashion, music, and cars don't count, then they might count to a less. I don't think people really consider that like weeb behavior though. Like if someone's like a fan of cars, like I don't think anyone's like, wow, what a weeb. Like whatever people, yeah, unless you have full car decals of anime, that's like that might be the level 6 that we're the mythical level 6 that we're talking about. The duality of men, for real. You could be an intelligent gooner. I guess it's not mutually exclusive. Like you have your not left brain and right brain, but like you have your gooner brain and your logical brain, you know? I guess fair enough. And welcome in. I'll call you Buddy because we already have a bear. It might be confusing. If someone you dislike, shrank you down to a tiny size and they fell. Oh, they shrank down to a tiny size and fell into your favorite food. What are the chances they survive? I don't think I would eat a person unless I was in a really survival situation and that person was already dead. That's my line. I would not eat a person alive for sure. That's a bit too much. Your homegirl came back from Japan and got me a Tears of the Kingdom for the Nintendo store. Nice. That must have. You better appreciate that. The Nintendo store is so overpriced, by the way. Like that shirt was probably really expensive. You watch a few anime, but I can't quantify how much that would place you. You're probably like level 1 or 2 then. You want to eat Tasha for your car, but it attracts unwanted attention too much? Is that like an anime girl on your car? You really want to be that guy? That would get you to level like 5 immediately. Like you would jump. I saw Jimmy John's delivery car with borderline hentai decals. Oh god. Can you even like is that even it's probably not legal if it's like too far, right? Like if you have like actual like pornography on your car, like it's probably not allowed, right? Like would you get pulled over? What's the ticket for that? Like would you get a fine? I don't even know. You have anime on your gun. So you mean like an actual gun. You have a gun and it has anime on it. I think that puts you yeah, I think that puts you like level I don't know. And some on your car. Some on your car. I think it's level 5, Momo. I'm sorry. It's a dark shadow of Duke from Death Note on your back. That's pretty cool, yeah. It's not always a waifu. It can be any character. On your car? What if you have like minions on your car? I don't think you're a weeb. That's illegal for sure. Surely, right? Like you can't just have like naked anime waifus on your car. Like they have to be covered somewhat. Maybe it's like you have a gacha game and they're like barely covered, but they are. Does it make anime sounds when it shoots a ball? Imagine. Yeah, I've never seen an example of someone putting like a giant character on their car and it's not a waifu. You know, I feel like only weebs will go that far. Like, have you ever seen someone put like, oh, maybe someone will put like Batman or something on their car? Like Spider-Man, like a Spider-Man car. Maybe that's possible. Minion Mobile, yeah, that's your car. If you got Hatsune Miku on your commuter car, you're level 5. Yeah, if no, that's like all. Okay, sorry, Vocaloid. Sorry, let's. I forgot about the Vocaloid clause. Okay, if you like Vocaloid, you're immediately at level 4. You skip level 1 to 3. If you're knowledgeable about Vocaloid, if you maybe like actually there's no excuse. If you like Vocaloid, if you watch like Hollow Live VTubers. You are automatically minimum level 4. I don't make the rules. I do make the rules, but that's what it is. Now it just says pew pew, but I could technically make an anime sound. Really? You can make your gun make a different sound. I feel like guns are so loud. It would just drown out any sound you could possibly make with it. I take comfort in the fact that you don't know what that is. Good. Stay at that level, man. Cosplaying under their members is yeah, Ricky, it's totally fine. That's acceptable, yeah. What if I have 40k in Pokemon and Weiss cards? You have 40,000 Pokemon cards? I think that's I don't think that's a weeb behavior. I think it's something else. I don't know what it is, but I think it's something else. I don't know what a Weiss card is. They meant Warhammer 40k? I don't know if they mean like the value of their cards is 40k or if they have 40,000 cards. I think it makes more sense for the value of the cards to be $40,000. Because how could you keep 40,000 cards? That's a lot of cards. You need like a whole room for that. But when I first got excited, everyone's like, Warhammer value? That could just be one card. You know? What if you have one card? Then you're just a smart person with a good investment. I don't know what to say. Unless you spent that much on Pokemon cards, I think that's a different. I think that has nothing to do with your weebness. You have a whole room for. Yeah, I think you're down a different rabbit hole. You know, you're in deep somewhere else. It's not weebery. It's something else. 40K could fit in a closet, really? Seems like a lot. Yeah, it's a different problem entirely. I'm not qualified to diagnose that. That's hoarder core. That's a lot. Although it could just be a handful of cards. They could just be really worth a lot. You know? It could just be one white. What are they called? White Lotus cards. That's the TV show. But yeah, it could just be like a really like a Charizard. You know? You ain't a weeb, but you're not. Yeah, you're not a normie for sure. I think we already knew that about Momo. Black Lotus. Yeah. The really expensive one. I guess the White Lotus is not as expensive. But yeah, it's that's I don't know how to differentiate those levels, you know. I just go off vibes. I only have an issue if people are like I don't only have an issue if people are you know, acting weird about Japan the country or Japanese people, you know? That's where I have like a real issue cuz like everything in the media line, you have a waifu in your car. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but like you're not hurting anyone. Like you're not harming anyone. You're not you know, you're just enjoying your what you enjoy, you know? Like you're literally not hurting anyone. But if you go down the other line, you are hurting people. Blue eyes, white dragon, black lotus. What? That's crazy. What if I told you if I have a hold Hatsune Miku Magic the Gathering card? Momo, you broke my scale. You broke my scale. I don't think I can I don't know if I can diagnose this. And welcome in Sing. Hope you're doing well today. If you own a Black Lotus, you have more money than cent. How much does it cost? Like the single card? Is it more than 40,000? What if I do have a Black Lotus? Momo, please. Momo, please. You gotta control yourself. Level 5 is an anime studio. Okay, anime studio level 5. I don't know what kind of anime they make, but they could be level 5 weebs, you know, who knows. Although if they're in Japan, this is a blanket rule that I pull this card. If you're Japanese, you cannot be a weeb. You can be like there's lots of Japanese like otaku people, right? But you cannot be a weeb. This is a very mature and valid take. You point and laugh at body pillow enjoyers. Yeah. I mean, like it's like exactly like if because the people you're like the people you are like you know the people you consider your waifu, they're not real. Sorry, no offense, but they're not real, right? So you're not hurting anyone. It's not like I guess it maybe crosses the line if some of the VTuber fans can be like really crazy. Sometimes probably they cross the line and they're, you know, those are real people involved there. But in general, it's just like, well, if you really like an anime character, or like you're probably only hurting yourself if you like spend a lot of money on them or whatever. So it's probably not a big deal. They make game. Oh, you make game studio. Okay. What if I told you you have a monthly budget of weaves for like 3K? I mean, at least you're budgeting it out. So you are Japanese. Oh no. You got Uno reverse. So I guess you are not on the scale anymore. You have your own scale. You're looking Black Lotuses go for about 25K. That's not as much as I thought. I thought it was like $1 million or something. 25K is not the worst. It's a lot for a card, like a trading card, but like I thought it'd be more. I thought it'd be like 100K or something, you know? If you weave, then according to Miji's logic, yeah, you're just a hardcore otaku. They can have their own scale. I don't know what their scale is. It's probably the same scale, but you're just not a weeb technically. Um, there are different Black Lotuses. It was printed in a couple of different sets. Oh, I see. 25K is all for a piece of carb. I mean, yeah, it's a lot. I just thought it'd be more. Like the way people talk about it, I thought it would be like, thought it'd be like 100K or something. But yeah, it's a lot for a card. Like I'm not a collector person, so I will never understand. I'll never understand like buying like cards and stuff like that. Cause I have no like desire to do that. Alpha Lotuses are closer to 50K. Unlimited have white borders, so they're ugly. That's what I didn't understand about. I've been playing the Pokemon TCG Pocket game, right? And what I didn't understand, because like Jack was explaining to me the rarity levels, and I'm like, okay, but the fully illustrated ones are clearly the best card, right? Like the ones that have like full illustrations, like they have like their own like art style, like those are clearly the best ones. But then like there's like higher rarities above them, and I'm like, those are worse. Like those are not the best ones. Like what is the deal with that? I feel like it's not even based off which cards are like the coolest, you know? That what LARPers spend their money on? Magic the Gathering cards? Possibly. You know what also I found out? Like all the D&D stuff is like really expensive. So I guess but I guess you technically don't need anything to play D&D. You could just do it, right? Like, but I think like the supply of stuff that they sell are really expensive. Also, you know what's really expensive? Board games. Board games are so expensive. Like just like a normal board game, you're like, how much could Monopoly cost? Like $50. I'm like, does Monopoly really cost $50? And don't even get me started on like the really large scale games. Like some of them are like $200. I'm like, hold on. But I guess like if you compare it to like a video game, like video games are like can be upwards of $100. So maybe it's like you're getting the same amount of enjoyment or something like that out of it. I don't know. How'd you get your copy of your credit card statement? Magic the Gathering, Patagonia, and armor. You're buying armor? Yeah, so there's so many board games. Like I was very surprised at the cost. But yeah, it's there's a lot of hobbies. A lot of hobbies are really expensive. That's what I've learned. If you have a hobby, you should be grateful if you have a cheap hobby. Like if your hobby is like running, that's a pretty cheap. I guess maybe you could even then you could buy like expensive running shoes. Maybe your hobby is like I don't even know. I don't even know. Like I guess many hobbies you could sink a lot of money into. But if it makes you happy, then it makes you happy, you know? And as long as, it's within your budget, you can afford it, then why not? Why not? You may as well spend your money on stuff you enjoy. You can't spend all your money on boring stuff, you know? But yeah, so that's my take on it. But I still think board games are really expensive. And I don't know why they're that expensive. Your hobbies cost more than you have. If your hobbies are buying cars, then yeah, pretty valid. Running is surprisingly pricey. Modern running shoes wear out fast. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I was gonna say it, and I was like, oh wait, shoes are probably expensive. What if you're buying like Lululemon? Like can be expensive. A lot of people recently, I noticed when they're running, they have like those vests, and I'm like, oh, I guess those are in fashion. Everyone wears a running vest, and they put their phone in it, they put their water bottle in it, and like that makes sense. Like it keeps it close to you, so it's not like moving around like I think that's quite convenient. And welcome in Oyayu. At this point, playing games is an expensive hobby. Exactly. I mean, gaming's always been expensive, no? Ramen is life. Momo, what? What did Chikano say something about ramen? I don't think he did. Out of nowhere, but that is, like, ramen is pretty good, yeah. What's everyone's favorite type of ramen? My family's from the south of Japan, so tonkotsu. Tonkotsu is always the superior one. Yeah, I would say gaming is quite expensive. After buying PCs, buying consoles are really expensive, and then each game is expensive. It's like it's a lot. If I add up, okay, what do you guys think? If you're adding up all the amount you've spent on gaming, like how much do you think it would be? It's got to be like thousands, right? Because like each game is quite expensive. Like even just my PS5 was like almost $1,000. The new AMD GPUs are supposed to cost $599, but they're over 800 euros here. What? AMD GPUs. That's a non-NVIDIA one. As a car person, you eat a lot of ramen, so you can buy a car part. But Chikano loves ramen. He'd be down for that. That's on the downside. He's like, wait, I get to eat a lot of ramen? Sick. Like, I'll eat Shin every day. Or no, he'll eat burdak every day. Do we have to include Twitch subs? Oh god. How much do you spend on Twitch subs? I these days I only have one Twitch sub. Because they increased the price to $9. I don't watch a lot of Twitch these days. You don't think Jensen Huang? Who the hell is Jensen Huang? You think it's 10K all your gaming? That's not bad. You're vegan, you can't finance his leather jackets? He's always wearing leather jackets? What's this guy? Time to make the NS2 badges. I know, Ricky, but like the NS2 badges are they're just gray, right? And a lot of it, I know, I'm not gonna convince all you guys to switch to light mode. So on the dark mode users, it's not gonna show up, you know? And welcome back, Maestro. You're on a run. Nice. We were just talking about running. I was saying it's a cheap hobby, but then I realized you have to buy shoes. And I was like, maybe it's not a cheap hobby. Do you have a running vest? I was seeing the runners, they always have these, like, the vest, they put your phone in and stuff like that. Light mode for life. Exactly, Harry. If you guys had light mode, I could use the NS2 badges. Because, it could be gray and then you would be able to see it. But I think on dark mode, you wouldn't be able to see gray badges. Let me present you white borders. You want to make an NS2 badge that has a white circle around it? Not circle, but like a white outline. I don't know how that would look. Maybe the Twitch artist will have some insight on how to make it work. You're buying running shoes next month? It's a Nike Dunks. Yeah, shoes are expensive. You have a weighted vest that you run in? Okay, that's a whole other. You're level 2. Speaking of, if we're leveling everything, you're a level 2 runner. That's pretty crazy. Running wasn't hard enough for you, so you wanted to add some weight. I would not. I won't run even with nothing, with my own body weight. Just every hobby got love. Exactly. We're gonna create levels for everything. We're such gamers, we just need levels. Like, I mean, you could make levels for everything, to be fair. Some hobbies do have levels. I thought about getting a running belt, because you could also use it for skiing. In winter, not sure the vest fits over the skiing jacket. It probably wouldn't fit over the skiing jacket, because you would have to... I would assume the vests look pretty tight to your body. You could wear it under. But why would you need a Why would you need a belt or a vest for skiing? Does your jacket not have pockets? What do you put in it? Because I feel like most winter jackets and skiing jackets have a lot of pockets. Yeah, I think the running vests are cool. Maybe I should just wear one out and about, you know? You have a running belt and it holds your phone. That's pretty convenient, yeah. The belts have a slot for a bottle. I guess it may not fit in your. Yeah, I think a belt would be better if you're gonna wear it with your jacket. Cause I don't think the vest will work. Cause I feel like it has to be quite tight to your body. I don't know if they're like adjustable. I don't know. But I'm assuming it has to be quite tight to your body so it doesn't like move around when you're running. They have a spot for a foam sword too. Gotta be agile when you LARP. No. You gotta keep it you gotta keep it authentic. You know, you can't have a modern running belt. You know, you gotta have your whatever holster. You're the sheath. Yeah, you need a sheath exactly. Do you guys ever wonder like in video games like what sometimes I'm like how are they carrying this weapon around? You know, I'm like like a lot of times they just like pull it out and you're like where did that come from like where were you keeping that and like why is there like multiple things on your back and you just like how does that work, you know? Blade sheath of the sword on his back, yeah. In Genshin they just pull it out of nothing. Like because obviously they're not like designed like that, they're just wearing like anime clothes, they're just like here's my massive claymore and you're like where did that come from? But I think in that situation, it's more understandable. But I feel like I'd be worried that it like moves around too much. You know, like whenever I see people, characters with like a blade on like their side, I'm like, oh, that must be like moving around so much. You know, like if you're trying to do like jumping or like they're like somersaulting, I'm like, how are you somersaulting with that? You know, like I feel like it would get stuck. Some pockets have zippers. It's pretty convenient for running as well. I've never known that luxury, you know? And so does Link. Yeah, Link has a back sword. But he doesn't seem to have a sheath. He just kind of like it just kind of sticks onto his back somehow, you know? Link just pulls it out, you know? Like I don't and then sometimes like the okay, and the Master Sword has a sheath, yeah. But the other swords don't. Like especially when you start like fusing them together. Like when Link is fusing this stuff, it's like always clipping into the ground. I'm like, there's no way you're like sheathing that, you know? Especially it's like touching the ground. You attach like a massive boulder to your claymore or like your halberd, you know? And it's like clipping into everything. Like I feel like that's impractical, you know? Other ones don't count; they break anyway. I guess yeah. You're not too worried about them. I feel like I'd just be more worried about like myself, you know? Like I feel like I would be worried I would like cut something when I'm like pulling it out. You know? I feel like I'm not cut out for this, you know? I feel like I would injure myself unsheathing my own sword. But maybe just get a practice. Or what if you cut off your hair? What if your hair is like this? Like you know some video game characters have really long hair, and then what if you unsheath it and it cuts your hair off? I guess you would need some tension. What if your hair got caught on like your clothes and then you cut off all your hair while you were sheathing? That's probably what happened to Zelda. Between after Breath of the Wild, she was learning some sword fighting skills. She cut off her hair and then she was like, "Oh shoot, I guess I just have short hair now." I guess you would just have to live like that, you know? I mean, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. um, you're checking out Link's Master Sword. She was like, "Oops," and Link's eye. Link was like, "Oh my god, you look so much better." I do like that. That'd be nice in the game future, just being able to cut your hair by accident. Can you imagine? You're like playing as the character you made, or like you have like nice long hair that you're like, whoops, like just by accident. Or maybe you can just like customize your own feature, like cut off your hair, you know? Haircut kill, true. You slice off your hair and you kill the enemy. both work, you know? It's like a 2-in-1. You're like, I need a haircut anyway. The luscious, beautiful hair, and then you're like playing as like Tifa, and then you just like cut off her hair by accident. You're like, oh, I guess she just looks like that now. That'd be a interesting decision. Yeah, my hair is growing out as well. It's like at a really awkward length, which is really annoying to me. But I think I just need to get past this awkward length, and then maybe I'll have like hair like here, and then I'll think about cutting it again. But I feel like every time I go past the awkward length, it's like such a commitment to cut it again, because then it will reach the awkward length again. So I'm like, oh, that's annoying. I guess like unless I just get it cut like so frequently. Have you seen the pic of Link where the game crashes and his hair is like a clean line up? I don't think so. I'm not up to date with the Breath of the Wild news, so I'm not sure. Okay, I'm going to the bathroom as well. I'll be right back. Speaking of Zelda, enjoy the Mallow mode. Yeah, give me a couple minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. There's a whole video about Link and his sword where he can actually unsheath it. Oh, just about like how Link's sword works. There's like those people on YouTube who like always make the weapons, right? I think it's cool. Super menu overloading. What? Let us praise that Nintendo Switch 2 version is still busted. Oh, weren't some people testing some stuff? I watched Player 5's video about the Nintendo Switch 2 version of Breath of the Wild, and it seems like maybe BLSS is a lot harder because of the 60 FPS, stuff like that. But I think they'll figure it out. Like they'll figure it out, or they'll find something else that broke. You know, like you can never truly fix everything in the game. So we'll see. Yeah, who is? I can't remember who. I know Protagonist already pre-ordered it, so he's definitely getting Switch 2. Who else is getting Switch 2? Like, is anyone else getting it on release? Because I don't really have any like desire to do that across at least on release. Like maybe like next year or something, depending on what comes out, but not currently. There might be new stuff to. Oh, absolutely. They'll like try to fix something and then they'll break something else. You know, like it's just how it works. Cross map TCRs, that would probably break the game. You're getting a Switch 2 most likely. Let's go. And Momo as well. Nice. Hope you guys enjoy it. What do you guys? What is? Wait, sorry. What are the release games? It's like Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, something like that. You have to pay resale price for it. I'm sure you'll be able to get it eventually. Like I know the pre-orders are not available yet, but Or sorry, the pre-order sold out, right? But I'm sure they will have more stock event like pretty soon. No, it depends like when you want it. Like it depends. I thought you didn't want it on release. You need a day one. I thought you said you weren't getting a day one. If you wanted a day one, you should have pre-ordered it, man. You're late. You're late to the party. But hopefully they have lots of stock available on release. I don't want to break tradition. What's the point though? You know? Like, if you're not gonna play it and you don't need it, then like, what's the point? Yeah, I'm still like going back and forth about whether I should upgrade my PC because I feel like I don't really need an upgrade, but if I didn't upgrade it now, I'd probably upgrade it like next year. But it does sometimes struggle on certain things, but who knows? Who knows? I haven't quite decided. I guess there's lots of like new games that I technically probably wouldn't run that well. Have you seen the new policy Nintendo haven't put in place? Like you don't own the Switch, you have the license to play on the yeah, they can like brick your console, right? And then there's like the game keys or whatever, the game license or whatever it's called. But yeah, it's pretty anti-consumer. Wait for RTX 6090. Are they already on 6090? That's what are they on, man? I feel like I don't know if I would get the newest one, but maybe. I don't know if that's like overkill, but I guess it's like future proof. You may as well just get the latest one, depending on how much it costs. Because I think when I got my PC, I got a 2060, right? But the 30 series was already out. So my computer is only it's like 4.5 years old right now. So it's definitely getting up there. I have to get it and wait for it to ship. That would technically break tradition because they wouldn't have it day one. I mean, you could always try and get it day one, right? Because surely there's like pre-sale stock and then there's like one's release stock, no? Like, because they'd probably have separate ones available. I don't know. Maybe you can buy a pre-order from someone. Like, I don't know how that works. I'm not a tradition guy though, so I don't see the point. You guys feel sentiment? I guess Chicano does feel sentimental about traditions, but I'm a very non-tradition person. You know, like if it's like a birthday or something like that, I'm like I don't really particularly care about the date. You know, like if someone was like, oh, like can we celebrate Christmas in like January? I'd be like, yeah, sure, whatever. Your home base to manage a game store. He put things aside for me day one, but now he works at Microsoft. I guess he could go to Xbox day one. I refuse to pay these awful prices for GP and I listen to Mind's whiny fans for another year. I don't even know what's a good price. I have no idea. I'll ask my brother. I'll ask my brother and see what he recommends. Christmas in July. I don't have a problem with that. I don't really care about the date, you know? I barely ever know what day it is. I'd be really mad if I don't celebrate Easter. You just want chocolate. You would be you can get chocolate any day of the year, man. You know, usually in I don't know if this is the case in Brazil, but at least in America and Canada, usually the day after Easter, everything goes on sale. Like all the chocolate goes on sale because like it's not really Easter anymore. The blazing hot summer day images of Christmas tree. Yeah, exactly. No, I feel like if it reached like March, I feel like I'd give up celebrating Christmas. I'd be like, you know, we don't need Christmas this year. I wouldn't really mind. Yeah, so I'll just like I remember I think I was asking chat like a few weeks ago, like I was like, oh, like when is a good time to buy? And everyone's like, there's not really a good time to like it's not really a good time to upgrade your PC. Like there's always gonna be like the same cycle of There's always gonna be the same cycle of like, oh, the new GPU comes out, and then like it's like really hard to buy, and then like it's expensive or whatever. Like I feel like it's just always gonna be like that, you know. So I'll just see how much a PC will cost, and if it's like a reasonable price, then I'll deal with it. You kind of just have to deal with it when it comes to hardware. Yeah, it seems like it's always the same. Everyone's like, oh, the new GPUs. I'm like, I feel like that's been the same with like every new GPU that comes out. And welcome in, Livy. Skirk announced. Let's go. Are you excited? I'm guessing you are. What do you think about her? I'm actually quite. I actually think she's really pretty. Like, as much as I don't like the recent like very fans every Tuesday, I still don't know what's going on with like the fabric on her chest. Like, can they like the poor cosplayers are gonna have to tape that on because it's not attached to anything. But like, aside from the cosplayers, she looks like a beautiful ice skater. No, like she looks like a little figure skater. You know. Your homie waited 3 years for a car to be sold at MSRP and it never went down, so that he just paid what they asked. I know, I know. Sometimes it's just like that, you know? At a certain point, it's like, you just have to, like, it's like, okay, if you really need it, then you gotta just make a choice. If I build a new PC, I try to set a budget where I know the computer will be good for at least 4 to 5 years. Is that about the time frame you upgrade it? Cause like yeah, I'm on 4.5. This is my first PC, so like I've never like upgraded a PC before, but I'm at 4.5 years, so I would say um I'm reaching a point where sometimes when I play games, I have to turn down the settings. I have to turn down the settings, and like the other day I was streaming Baldur's Gate, and it was not running. Like it running stream and running Baldur's Gate, it's like I was like I can't do it. And I wanted to stream like Inzoi, but I know it will not run when I'm streaming. So I'm like, oh, maybe this time, like the newer games coming out, like I won't like if I was like, oh, I'm gonna play Oblivion on stream, like I don't think I could, you know? Like if Baldur's Gate can't run, like I don't think the newer games like that can run, especially while streaming. Like maybe I could like just on its own, but yeah. You love white hair, pink eyes combo, and she's so cool. I guess we'll see. Yeah. I hope you win your 50-50 and you get everything you want. You'd say it's time to bet. She's kind of even saying that since like 2 days after I got my PC. So much GPU low. I guess so. Yeah, that must have been it. I'm pretty sure my stream encodes from the GPU. I can't remember what my settings are, but I think it does. So maybe that was just like the GPU was suffering. I was able to handle Elden Ring on a laptop with a 1060. No, Elden Ring has really low requirements. The requirement is like 1070. Elden Ring is not too intensive. Oblivion is though. I just played in 720p. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong. These days I play Elden Ring at like these days I play at like medium settings on Elden Ring, which is not great. But it was because of the DLC. The DLC doesn't run that well. At least it didn't when I played it. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I do want to play Inzoi if it's good. And I would love to stream it. So I think maybe it's worth. I don't know how well it will run and play. Maybe I should just download it and like see how it runs, and then see if I'll be able to stream it and run. But I'm not sure. I feel like I like being at the point where you can just kind of like you don't have to worry about whether your computer will run, because I've only started worrying about that like this year, where I'm like, ooh, it's starting to lag a bit, and it's like I'm like checking the requirements to see if like my computer can run it, you know? Because like before, I wouldn't have to worry about it too much because I play like a lot of indie games, stuff like that, and it's like you like obviously you never like it's like, oh, can my computer run like Hades? Like of course it can, but a lot of games these days are quite intense, you know? I haven't played any of like the really, really new games, but I think it's fairly intense, so we'll see. I was talking to my coworker the other day about I was like scrolling through the group chats at work and I saw people talking about Expedition 33 and I was talking to my coworker about it and he said it was really, really good. But I'm not sure. I know Night Rain is coming out soon, so like I want to play that first, but I heard it was he said if you like turn-based games, especially old school Final Fantasy, he said he completely 100% recommends it. Which I was like, I didn't play that, but I'm sure it's good. I trust you. You finally got a good monitor recently, inexpensive as specs, over 1 billion colors. That's a lot of colors. I don't know anything about monitors, but that sounds great. That sounds great. I'm sure Skirk will look beautiful. Skirk is gonna look so beautiful, so colorful on the monitor. I think I have really bad monitors, by the way. I don't know anything about my monitors, but like I don't think my monitors are good because like I don't think they're even 120 sync. What is it called? 120 hertz. I don't even think they are. So I kind of just gave up. I don't think I know anything about monitors. I just know this monitor, the colors are darker, and this monitor, the colors are cuter. So usually I like to look at this monitor. And welcome in, Kalani. How are you? Enjoying your long weekend? A lot of monitors support 16.7 million colors. That already seems like a lot of colors. Like, how many colors do you even mean? You say the colors are cute? Yeah, they're just cuter. What do you mean? They're like more pastel. They're like lighter. It looks nicer. You can't get nice monitors because you're colorblind. So you say, honestly, yeah, save your money somewhere, Momo. It sounds like you gotta spend your money on Pokemon cards or whatever. So may as well save money on the monitors. Valid. And welcome in, Pokemon. Hope you're doing well. Did you configure your display settings? No. I just know they have different colors. Are you doing good? About to go clean yourself up soon for a barbecue. You're always barbecuing, Kalani. I'm so jealous. You must get some good usage out of your barbecue. We just see his 8K resolution. She's like, man, that's cute. Exactly. That's what matters. I remember I was saying last stream that one of my monitors can't be mounted. Everyone's like, you have a monitor that can't be mounted. I think I just have like bad monitors. I got this one on the left. I got it on sale. And I was like, oh, what a good sale. So I got it from Best Buy on a sale. And then when I started streaming, or I wanted to start streaming, and then my brother helped me set up my capture card, and he was like, oh, you need 2 monitors to do a capture card. So then I literally like Amazon shipped a new monitor myself. I don't even know what monitor it was. And then I got that one. So it was like a impulse buy, I guess. This time you're doing an American barbecue, but you're still barbecuing. It's still a frequent occurrence, you know? What's an American barbecue like? Hot dogs? Hot dog and burger with ketchup? That sounds pretty American to me. I guess we used to barbecue a lot more in my family, but I think our barbecue has been completely untouched for like 10 years. I don't remember the last time that thing has been opened. Hot dog, burgers, jalapeno poppers. Nice. That sounds good. Everything is too American for me. I know. No, last week I had shepherd's pie. It was Mother's Day, right? And then my brother was cooking, and my mom, she requested shepherd's pie, which was very surprising to me. Because that's like the widest food I could think of. I was like, why shepherd's pie? And she was like, I don't know, I just like it. And then she was like, oh, but I don't like mashed potatoes, but I like shepherd's pie. And I was like, sure, yeah. So it's I actually had a pretty white people food weekend of shepherd's pie. Shepherd's pie is fine. It was pretty good, to be fair. I can't lie. It was good. I still have never had meatloaf. One day, I will reach the pinnacle of white people food, and I will eat meatloaf. Or like I don't know. What else is like super white? I have no idea. I definitely had like hot dogs. Shepherd's pie is so amazing. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Wait, meatloaf, which is like white people it's like hambagu? What's different about it? Cause I like hambagu, that's good. It's just ground beef is what you're saying? Cause like hambagu is like ground beef and you mix like onions and like you make like onions and other veggies and you make like a thing and then you put tonkatsu sauce on or you put hamburger sauce on it, which is usually tonkatsu sauce mixed with ketchup. Meatloaf is so good. I wish I could eat it. I haven't had it. My family, I don't think my mom knows that exists, you know? Like I don't think she would ever make that growing up. Not as juicy and they put ketchup on it. That doesn't sound that bad. Cause like hamburger is already like ketchup. Sort of. But there's tonkatsu sauce as well, you know? Green bean casserole? I've never had that. Oh my gosh. I've had like I've had casserole though. Like tuna casserole, I've had that. I don't know what green bean casserole is. um Reminds me of Wedding Crashers where Will Ferrell yells, "Mom, the meatloaf." I haven't seen it, I'm sorry. Actually no, I think I might have that's the one with Owen Wilson as well, right? I think I might have watched it when I was young, but I can't remember. Green bean casserole is heat too. I have no idea. You got the whitest food is always traditional Norwegian food. True, true. I haven't had although I found that Norwegian or like Scandinavian restaurant and then apparently it reached the top list of like it was like there was like this like news published list of top restaurants in Vancouver. And then I saw everyone commenting about it on Reddit, and everyone's like, "Wow, they really pick the whitest places. They only pick like white people food for the top 10 places. Like, who was making this list? You know?" And everyone was like, "This place is bad." I don't know. They said maybe the service was bad or something. I can't remember what they said about it. But there is a Scandinavian place here. You don't crave white people food, but I guess the job done. Yeah, I never like go out of my way to like eat it or make it, but it can be good. But I feel like a lot of times like I don't like going to like white restaurants, you know? Like where it's like 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 obviously like Italian restaurants and stuff are good, but like I don't really like going to like if I see a restaurant it's like oh like Canadian style cuisine or like American style cuisine, it's just like I don't think I would I don't usually go for that. Owen and Vince Vaughn. Right, right. Bad service is just them being true to Norwegian culture. Fair enough. Fair enough. Maybe we're just not used to it. Seen this video of a Mexican family at KBBQ spot and the dad busted out some tortillas. Nothing wrong with that, man. That's how you know it sucks. Oh no. Yeah, it's I mean, I like the whitest food we had growing up. Yeah, sometimes we would have casserole. Sometimes we'd have pasta. Um, That's about it though. I don't or yeah, like my mom makes my mom makes meat sauce from scratch and that's really good. So we do have pasta sometimes, but nothing really else. You know, it was mostly Japanese food. Pasta's your weakness. I like a really good pasta. I feel like when I make it myself, it's not that great. Yeah, so the traditional American food doesn't appeal to white people, so they have nothing to build upon. If it's European in origin, they'll say that instead. Oh, yeah, yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Usually, like I would go to like a pasta restaurant or an Italian restaurant. I'm not a fan of trolling with the fork. I do cook my pasta with cooking chopsticks. I don't know how other people cook their pasta. Like if you have spaghetti, if you're boiling spaghetti in a pot, what utensil do you use if it's not chopsticks? You know, like a spoon. That doesn't work, right? Do you use like the tongs? That's basically chopsticks. I used to like pasta a lot. One day I woke up and just went, yeah, I don't like it anymore. What? Really? That's crazy. Um, there's some pastas that are really good though. It's like spoon with teeth in a hole. Oh, the pasta. But do you use that for spaghetti? How do you even pick up the spaghetti with that? Wouldn't it just fall out? Or does it actually work? Because I thought that was for like penne pasta. One time, okay, yeah, you're a Genshin player, so you will appreciate this. I used to do I used to do like not like a subathon, but like something similar for my birthday or whatever. And one of the rewards was like I will draw you something, and one of them I tried drawing Zhongli, and you know Zhongli, his like splash art, he's like this with his hands. And I was like drawing it, and it looked exactly. I'm not an artist. I was just drawing. I was just trying my best. The thing was that the drawing was bad, and it looked like the pasta fork. The whole time I was like, man, Zhongli hand is like it's such a pasta fork. You can eat it. It's not bad, but you prefer something else. There's some good pasta out there though. Do they have Olive Garden in Canada? It's fine Italian cuisine. I don't think we have Olive Garden. Use tongs. Yeah, because like I feel like it would be hard to pick up spaghetti with that fork. Because I know which fork you're talking about, but I think it's hard. Or the spoon, I guess. Pasta's a tier one food. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like really fancy pastas. Like I like when you go to a fancy Italian restaurant, there's some like unique pasta, you know? It's always really good. Only American food that matters is some nice old big juicy steak. I mean, is that even American though? Like, I think it's like, I guess it is. I guess it is like white person food, but it's literally just like cooking beef, you know? So like, I think it could be in any culture because like you could have steak at Korean barbecue, you know, and you can have yakiniku steak, you know. I guess it depends what you put on it and like what you eat it with. Like if it's like a American place, you would think like the steak and they have like potatoes, right? Potatoes and green beans. I don't know what they eat with it, but you know stuff like that. Thin beef. True, true. I do like the thin slices as well. Fettuccine Alfredo, something else that true. Alfredo is good. Not in India. No steak. Some hot pot sounds bomb right now. Yeah, I always get like hot pot style beef or like bulgogi style beef. It's usually how I would cook with it, you know? And some loco moco. I still haven't tried it. I need to go try it. It's just far away, so I haven't gotten the chance. But one day I'll if I go to the Hawaiian place, which food should I get? It sounds like I need to try loco moco. But they have like a bunch of things, you know? Like you can get like you can get like two things, you know? Like a half and half. It's gas with mac salad. Yeah, they had that as well. They had that as well. Everything on the menu is like it comes with macaroni salad. I was like, okay. Why is it called loco moco? I don't know. That's a question for Kalani. Loco moco, barbecue mixed plate, spam musubi. I've had spam musubi. And you guys know how I feel about spam? I still cannot eat it. I'm sorry. I just think it tastes strange. I've never I've had spam musubi a couple times and I've never enjoyed it. Spam is questionable, but you'll eat it. I can't. I can't. The Spanish for crazy burger. That sounds really appealing. That sounds really appealing. Crazy burger, delicious. Damn, it's disgusting. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I had never been like if there's like spam in like the hot pot, I'm like, oh no, stay away from me. You know, it tastes so weird and it's like salty. Like not a fan. Not a fan. I'm not against like I'm not against like ultra processed meat, but spam is just not edible to me. But maybe one day I'll change. And then like I feel like yeah, just like with the spam musubi, it's just like I think it's just too salty for me. Everyone's like, oh, you need to try like the reduced salt spam, but like I feel like it's still gonna be salty. I don't know. Yes, I'm sure I'm not missing out on any high nutrition by not eating spam. I think it's fine. I'll just eat real meat, you know? It's probably better for you. How do they eat hot dogs in Canada? What do you mean how? Like what do we put on them? I think we eat hot dogs in Canada the same way we eat hot dogs in America. You know? It's bad salty. Yeah. It's just I just can't handle food that's way too salty. So Loco Moco was created by teenage islanders in high school, and they were taking Spanish classes while making it. And the guy who made it had the nickname Crazy, so they just said Loco and Rainbow go with it. I see. So there's no deep meaning. They just thought it rhymed. I have something in my eye. Chili and cheese sauce or ketchup, mayo, and shredded cheese. Yeah, it's kind of I think it's the same hot dog toppings as America, you know? Like ketchup, mustard, relish. That's usually what would come with it. Or like onions, cheese. You can put all sorts of stuff on a hot dog. The lore matches up, sort of. I mean, yeah, it just checks out. Like they're like, oh, it rhymes. Let's just call it that, you know? It's not always like a deep meaning. No ketchup? No ketchup? What do you mean? I'm a ketchup and hot dog. I'm not a mustard enjoyer. Speaking of things also I don't like mustard. I've never enjoyed mustard. Like if it's like on a burger a little bit, I'll eat it. But like I wouldn't choose mustard in my life, you know? Maybe the person who made it had a runny nose. Maybe it's allergy season. Mustard is S tier, especially the German kinds. No, I've never enjoyed it. It's too spicy, man. I can't handle the spice. Yellow mustard is gross, but other kinds of mustard can be good. Even like Dijon is not my favorite. It's not my favorite mustard. Honey. Yeah, I'm okay with honey mustard because I feel like it undercuts the spiciness. Any burger needs mustard, ketchup, and pickles on it. I don't like pickles either. Although these days I'm more open to pickles. I will not take them out of my burger if they're in there, you know. But I'm not a fan. Like I don't like dill pickles. I don't like dill pickles but I like other pickled things like pickled radish and stuff like that. You know, that's fine. If you don't like mustard, eat the hot dog plain. There is no ketchup. Why? Why not ketchup? What's wrong with that? You support the S tier mustard statement? No, I'm not. I don't think mustard's bad. I just don't like it. I just need to even enjoy Thai, but if she can't handle the spice, I just ask for mild. Just like please, mild. Sriracha mayo. I like chili mayo. Chili mayo is good. Is mustard spicy? It kind of has like a kick to it, no? It has like a really strong flavor. It's not necessarily spicy, like it burns, but it's like it has it definitely has a bit of a strong taste in there. Yeah, maybe bitter, yeah, something like that. No ketchup on hot dog. I mean, Jimmy, you do you. You do you. I'm gonna put ketchup on my hot dog. Mustard, ketchup, and relish on the all three. Wow. It's a wasabi yeah, it has the same vibe. It's not as strong as wasabi, but it has a similar like radishy, like horseradishy vibe, no? Not a fan. Is it horseradish? I don't even know what is wasabi. I like pineapples on pizza. Yeah. No, I mean it's not like my go-to, you know, but I'm not turning down pineapples on pizza. You know, I don't have any issue with that. I don't have strong opinions. Like put it on pizza if you want. Do you know how you're supposed to put soy sauce directly on the fish when eating sushi? I low-key like when the rice absorbs it. I don't think anyone does that, man. It's so much work. Like you had to get the soy sauce each time and put it on top. Like no one's doing that. Like we're all sharing the soy sauce at the table. You can't put it on every bite. Like that's so silly. No one does that. Everyone I know puts the wasabi, gets a little plate of the soy sauce, or puts the wasabi in it and mixes it around, and then you just dip your fish in the sushi in it. Major band in Elisa's chat, never, never. She'll look past it, okay? And both times I had wasabi, I was on accident in the entire thing. You don't want to eat sushi again without supervision. You gotta be careful, man. Just ask for no wasabi. Yeah, why'd you do it twice? They just pick it up and you're like, wow, this looks yummy. And you're like, I feel like you know as soon as you taste it. You never considered putting wasabi in soy sauce to make it taste better? I mean, yeah, generally people have wasabi with, sashimi. So a lot of people just mix it into the soy sauce because you just dip it all in one go and eat it. Y'all had actual wasabi or horseradish alternative? I've had actual wasabi before, but I don't really care. You dip in soy sauce and you add the ginger to the soy sauce? I thought the ginger, as far as I understood, I feel like the ginger is there. I feel like the ginger is there to eat in between, right? It's like a palate cleanser, that's the point. You never had a real wasabi? Honestly, I don't really care. Like, I'm not eating like a lot of wasabi at once to like really taste the difference, you know? You put wasabi in your mouth first and then drink the soy sauce. Yeah, that's the way, that's the way. To the sushi. Oh yeah, the ginger to the sushi. I don't do that personally. I feel like the ginger is quite strong. The first time I ate wasabi, I didn't know what it was and just ate an entire spoonful. Oh no. I feel like as soon as you smelled it, you would know that something was, you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't eat that. Picked up a piece of sushi and the whole wasabi was on it for some reason. How I didn't notice it twice is the actual question. You know, sometimes they put that little grass thing in between the wasabi and the sushi. Usually when we get sushi, we just ask for no wasabi in the thing because like, we have wasabi at home, you know? But you can just ask for no wasabi in the tray. That sounds like it'd be better on sashimi for sure. Is there ginger? Yeah, the ginger is like a palate cleanser. Yeah. You like to keep your palate filthy. Fair enough. Fair enough. Keep your palate filthy. Your Filipino homies put ginger in the fish too when they eat sushi. I just feel like the ginger is so strong. You know, like ginger is such a strong flavor that like I feel like it would overpower the sashimi, you know? But maybe like it just goes well together. I have no idea. Mija hates when our food touches each other. I don't really mind. I just think like when it touches the wasabi is such a strong flavor that it will immediately like contaminate everything it touches, right? Like if it's touching like if the sushi is touching other sushi, there's no issue there. But like if you get a little bit of wasabi, like it's pretty strong. So I don't like having too much wasabi. I hate when like you know the nigiri sushi where it's like this is the sushi and this is the rice and they put like a huge chunk of wasabi on the rice between the fish and like you take a bite and you're like oh my god so much wasabi. It's like a surprise. I'm getting hot. 5 minutes getting a piece of sushi with the chopstick. You'll get there. You'll get there, Ricky. Just keep practicing. You'll learn eventually. It takes a while, but you'll learn. Use your hand. You can use your hands, but it can be gross. Last time I had sushi, your homegirl was grossed out when you ordered and ate mussels. Actually, there's a lot of instances of like the raw ones, right? There's so many. Or is that mussels or oysters? There's been so many instances of people getting food poisoning from like raw. I think it's oysters. That like I'm like it's not worth it. You know, they might taste good, but like it seems risky. Just let me be a weeb. No, weebs would know how to use chopsticks. I think not being able to use chopsticks just makes you white. But even here, most white people know how to use chopsticks. Because sushi is so common here. It's cooked and topped with yum yum sauce. What's yum yum sauce? Do you mean Tom Yum sauce or just what's yum yum sauce? Raw oysters are your weight loss secret. Oh god. Good luck with that. White people are evolved. White people. White people are evolving. They are. They are. I mean, if you live in an area where it's a lot of sushi restaurants, I think most white people can use chopstick. It's more uncommon to for them not to be able to use it. You know. It must be. I must be really offensive though. Like going to maybe eventually in Japan they'll stop giving white people forks. I don't know if that's a thing. Maybe in like not maybe in like non-touristy areas they'll be like, do you need a fork? I feel like that'd be so they're like trying to be nice, but it's like so insulting, no? If they watch you struggling with the chopsticks and they ask you for a fork. Um it's crazy how sushi is so loved around the world now that fish are scarce in some oceans. I mean, I feel like sushi's always been loved around the world, at least here. The Japanese sauce, yum yum sauce. Maybe I know it by a different name. The bottle says yum yum on it. I've never heard of this sauce. Use chopsticks by stabbing your food. Sometimes it depends on the food. Sometimes it's the only way. You gotta stab it. But a lot of foods, if you stab it, it just falls off. You know, like it's not practical. You cannot eat rice by stabbing it. Probably Japanese Hawaiian sauce. Or maybe it's like only in America or something. I don't know. It's not a sauce I know. Unless maybe I do know it by a different name. Yeah, it's I've never eaten oysters, and after all the stories of the food poisoning, I think I'll stay away. It's probably not worth. And they're kind of expensive anyway, so I can't risk it anyway. I do like the small ones, I don't know what they're called. They're like there's like small, they're not oysters, or like I guess are they mussels? Um if they're mussels and then you can put them in miso soup. Clams and shellfish kind of mid hot take. I don't like when they have like they have like that like crunchy part in it. Like there's always like sand in it or whatever it is, like the part of the shellfish that's like you're not really supposed to eat it. You probably call it by a different name because I just googled if I'm tripping and knows the actual name. Let me look at this. Yum yum sauce. Yum yum sauce. What is there like a bottle? Are you sure this is a Japanese sauce? Terry Ho's yum yum sauce. That cannot be. Is that right? Is that correct? That Terry Ho does not sound like a Japanese name. Who is that? The Japanese steakhouse sauce. What is it made of? Mayonnaise, water, butter, tomato paste, sugar, garlic powder, paprika, and cayenne. Doesn't sound very Japanese. I don't think my grandma would even have these ingredients. She would not have paprika, garlic powder, or cayenne in her house. Even butter. They don't really use butter. Terry Ho, this sounds like a Chinese name. It does not sound Japanese. It sounds quite white. It does. It does. Tomato. Am I being trolled? That's what I googled. It says garlic powder, paprika, and cayenne. That does not sound Japanese. You have all of those in your cupboard. Congrats, Livy. You can make yum yum sauce at home. Why was it at Seafood City? They're like, oh, they saw that you were a weeb, and they're like, this is Japanese. They knew. They knew if they said it's Japanese, you would buy it. You should do that right now. Eat the yum yum sauce, yeah. Apparently it's a steakhouse sauce you can put on some steak. I don't know. They put that all over sushi rolls. Do they? Tomato sauce? Tomato paste? but it doesn't make it Japanese. Oh no. I mean, they put a lot of stuff on sushi rolls that aren't necessarily Japanese. Like here, they have like mango chili on like sushi roll, and it's good, but it's definitely not Japanese. I seen this guy on TikTok who grills every morning and throws that sauce on everything. I mean, I'm sure it tastes good. Sure, it tastes good on Japanese TikTok. Maybe he just likes it. Maybe he just loves the yum yum sauce. I don't know. Well, it says they have it at Japanese steakhouses, so maybe it's like a Japanese like a Japanese variant of um like what they put on their Western food, but not actually. Mango sushi. It can be good sometimes. It's not my favorite though. Yummy yummy sauce. Yeah, true. Yummy yummy sauce. It does sound good from the ingredients. Yeah, yeah. I think they have it at teppanyaki places. I've never had the sauce in Japan, but yeah, I don't know. Um, but I've never been to like a Western type of restaurant in Japan, so maybe they have it there. Um, it's like Benihana's. I don't know what that is. They have that sauce at the fast food hibachi place that you always go to. It's good. Hibachi? What is this a staple in hibachi restaurants? What is hibachi? Is that the name of a place? That's the first thing that comes up. Hibachi yum yum sauce. It's like Western teppanyaki. I see, I see. Oh, the ones where they like do where they like crack the egg on their like they like throw the egg into their hand and stuff, like where they do tricks. That makes sense. That makes sense. I've been to one of those. Yeah, and they do tricks. I think it's fun. It's like super overpriced, but it's fun, no? I like when they do tricks. But most teppanyaki places in Japan, you like grill yourself, you know? You do the grilling yourself, or they do grill it in front of you, but they don't do tricks. I'm sure there's a place where you can go where they do tricks, but not every place. The dude who started Benihana is Steve Aoki's dad. What? It was created by Japanese in America. I mean, that's still Japanese, so. Looked at the history. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I think there's a lot of like Japanese, like sort of like fusion kind of thing. Like stuff kind of blends together, right? Like Japan will adopt like Chinese recipes, or like Japan will adopt like some Korean recipes, stuff like that. Like, you know. So I think everything starts blending together and making new stuff. The Disney plastered on his Chinese, he plagiarized the sauce. Come on, Terry Ho. You can't just steal the sauce. I guess he can. You probably can't copyright the sauce, you know? Terry. Come on, Terry. He just made his version. Yeah, probably. I'm sure you can just sell it if you want. You can make Chicano's yum yum sauce if you want. You just have to have a slightly different recipe, no? That could be you. It could be and you could say, hey, you could put this on your meatloaf, guys. Put the yum yum sauce on your meatloaf. It's gonna go viral. You gotta bring the yum yum sauce to the white people. Okay, Automod. You've seen a few vids where they do a bunch of weird movements with their hands, slice and smash a piece of cake, and sell it as a trick. Sorry, what? Slice and smash a piece of cake and sell it. They smash a cake and then they sell it? What? It's probably gas on meat. I mean, it sounds good. If it's a steak sauce, it would probably be good on meatloaf as well. I'm giving you a business idea. Go for it. Just give me like 10%. There's like you know that wedding tradition? You know that sometimes I'm like scrolling through, like sometimes I like reading about people's flawed relationships on Reddit, and there's always there's always like the couple, they get like married, and one of them smashes their, you know, like you can like smash your partner's face into like the wedding cake. It's like a tradition, right? Um, but it's always like so messed up. Like it's always so messed up. Like if someone, those stories are such a red flag. And apparently sometimes like the cakes have like dowels in them, like especially like if it's like a tiered cake, there's like wooden sticks in the cake. And if you like smash someone's face into it, you could like take their eye out, right? Because there's like a sharp stick in there. But yeah, don't do that. We do with the big brain business ideas. I'm just a businessman, you know? I think I used a Spanish expression. Pretty much they charge you extra for a non trick. So they charge you for the trick, but the trick is stupid. Is what you mean? You're on fire. I think I understand. I'm like 60% sure. You could be rich before AI takes all the CS jobs. Or the AI cannot come for me. Your roommate is kind of slow today. He revealed a surprise. Oh, what's the surprise? Two messages, not one understood. It was confusing. But yeah, that's a. I feel like that is such a. What is Ricky talking about? A non-trick. Non-trick trick. Yeah. Anyway, don't. Yeah, I feel like okay. I feel like it's just such a red flag because if someone tells you like, "Hey, don't do this," and then they like physically overpower you to like pull like a prank, like, "Oh, it's just a prank." Even though like I feel like if you cannot trust someone not to do something after you told them not to do it, that's like such a red flag. Like obviously like there's no guarantee, there's like I'm not saying like, oh, they're gonna be like abusive or whatever, but like I feel like obviously you should respect people's wishes if they tell you not to do something. Unless they're like, oh, don't get me a birthday present, it's okay, you know, like something like that, but you know, it's different. um your best friend's wife asked me if I had an oven, and I told my roommate, and he said, yeah, she's baking a cake for you today. He revealed a surprise. But how is she gonna cook a whole cake without you noticing? Like when you're out of the house? I guess, right? Maybe he meant like charging you for a trick that wasn't really a trick. Yeah, that's what I understood too, right? Your English is currently broke. It's loading. It's loading. One day, it's it hit a little roadblock. Um, it's not cool to upset other people for your own enjoyment. I know exactly. And like they're clearly just doing it because they think it's funny, right? And especially like usually it's done to the bride, right? And it's like she probably spent like weddings these days are crazy. She probably spent so much on like her hair and makeup, and it's gonna get on her dress, and that dress is probably expensive, and you're gonna ruin it. Come on. We'd be in the back barbecuing all day on the aux too. Oh, yeah, he ruined the surprise. Come on, man. uh, some people are really terrible at keeping surprises. To be fair. You gotta be the Northern Hemisphere Ricky representative. You got him, you got him. Gotta do your dishes. Enjoy. Enjoy. Using aux in 2025 is crazy. I think it's metaphorical. It's a Bluetooth. No? Maybe it is an aux. It's just a turn of phrase, you know? But enjoy your cake, your non-surprise cake. I'm sure it's delicious. Is today your birthday? Are you celebrating your birthday today? Is today the party day? Heard wired headphones are coming back in style. I mean, wired headphones will always have better sound quality, which is fair enough, right? With friends, today with friends and tomorrow with family. That sounds really nice. Enjoy both days. Wait, when do you want your song? Kashi, okay, tomorrow. You literally read my mind. I don't know how y'all get down in the 808 at the. What the hell is that sentence, Chikano? I don't. Come on, man. I can't believe I read that. From your actual birth. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Have it ready on your. I learned the words. You know, like. I worked hard on this, by the way. Like, there are so many words in that song. Like, that girl is singing like 15 words a second. Like, not a second, but like, it's like, it was so many words, and I didn't know half of them, but I learned them all. And now I can sing through the whole song at the correct speed. I only mess up one line. There's one line that doesn't go well. But that's not my fault, okay? There's one line. Oh my god. Which one is it? Yeah. I don't know how it fits in the sentence. So I was like, there's one line I will mess it up, but everything else will hopefully be correct. Not that you guys will know if it's not correct. Maybe you heard the song so much you'll hear if I say the wrong word a little bit. He just learned that slang. Okay. Chicano was just showing off his new words that he learned. Hawaiian talk, Ascalonians are Canadian. Our resident Hawaiians. The two Hawaiian boys, true. Now that you mentioned it, you have a chocolate carrot cake in the fridge. Maybe able to talk normally after eating it a bit. That's the trick, yeah. It will power you up. I've never had chocolate carrot cake. I don't know how I feel about chocolate and carrot together. Is that good? I guess so. But then, like, imagine having a carrot and dipping it in like a chocolate fondue. Would that be good? I guess so, right? It would be good. I don't know. Sounds like witchcraft. The chocolate carrot cake is a secret spell for becoming fluent in English. You just, hey, maybe if you eat meatloaf, you'll be able to speak fully American, you know? You prefer carrot cake with that chocolate gets a bit much when you mix. I've never had that. But carrot cake is good. What else get judged for your combination? I don't know, Ricky. There was what was the comment? Oh, it was potatoes and rice. That was it. It was potatoes and rice. And we're like, isn't that two like starches together, like two carbs? Like it could always be one or the other. But yeah. But I think carrot cake with chocolate is normal. He played a Street Fighter 6 player from Hawaii the other day, and he said, shout out to the 808, and he said, mahalo, brother. So I'm very sure I can go to the grinds. Wait, so is the grinds the food? Is that what you mean? Let me read this again. How y'all get down in the 808 at the grinds. So the grinds is the food. Fell asleep with your glasses last night and now they're broken. Oh no, that sucks. I'm sorry. One time I left my glasses on my bed. And then I couldn't see them when I went to lie down. And then I was lying in bed for like 10 minutes, and then I was like, what is this? And then I pulled out my glasses, and then they were like super bent. But I bent them back. I managed to bend them back. So you can try that. Apparently you can pour hot water on them and bend them back, unless you snap them and it's too late. Get yourself some new glasses for your birthday. Grinds the Hawaiian. Oh, it's the Hawaiian cookout. Okay. I understand now. Snap the leg off. Okay, yeah, that's. I cannot give you advice on how to fix that. I don't think it's possible. But yeah, so get some new ones. There's a couple Hawaiian barbecue spots here with grinds in the name. Okay. So if I ever see those, I'll know. I'll learn them. I'll go to that Hawaiian barbecue spot. I'm like, I'm here for the grinds. Super glue incoming for now. I mean, if it works, it works. Tomorrow's a cover song for Kalani. Yeah, we're singing Yoru ni Kakeru tomorrow. I learned it. After years of going through it. I wrote down the lyrics. in a way that I can understand. So I replace all the kanji I don't know. Can you give us a snippet real quick? Like a teaser, like a teaser trailer. Um, sure. Which part should I do? Let me think about this. You'll use song requests if needed. Okay, the part I will share with you the part that I was struggling with. So I learned like the first bit of it, and it was fine, right? Like I feel like I know it pretty well, just from listening to it. But then the part that's like a tongue twister is like the 信じたいけど信じれないけどそんなのどうしたってきっと you know that part? That part is really tough. And the part that still gets me is the part that still gets me is the part that's like あほらまたチックタックと乗る世界でなんだだってさ君のために用意した言葉どれも届かない終わりにしたいでなんださつられてこと like how does that even fit in the thing 終わりにしたいでなんださつられて言葉にしたとき like that's so many like letters in one sentence. So that's the part I still don't really understand quite yet. Because I spent a long time going from like the parts like you know that part. I spent a long time going from that part to the end, like over and over, because like the last section is like I'm not as familiar with them. You excited for tomorrow? You guys, I work so hard to be able to sing Japanese this fast, so I'm pretty proud of myself. I got it all except for that last part. Because it's actually so many words, and the chorus, it's not even like she repeats it. Like she doesn't repeat things a lot. Like every verse is different. So it's like there's some things that she says like twice. Like she'll say like the chikutakuto thing like twice, but then the part after that is different than the before verse. So it's like it's too much, you know. Um, 触れる心ないこと言葉うるさい You're really close. Um, that's not correct. No, you were really close. Miju needs to do that new Weave song as well right now, maybe for your birthday. No. I do like this song. That's why. Ricky Pudding. You mean a not trick? We're never gonna let him live down the not trick. We still don't know what he meant in this moment. Not yare. That's like not a thing people say. Poor Ricky. We're gonna leave him with that. You honestly though, you picked up that word pretty fast. That's pretty weeby, Ricky. I said those words pretty fast, and you got almost all of them. But yeah, it's there's a lot of words there, and I only knew like a small portion of them. And then the lyrics, you said the second one. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, it's what am I trying to say? I was going through the lyrics, and their lyrics are so sad. I was like, the lyrics are so sad. Like the more I go over each part, I'm like, man, this is so depressing. Like it's the song goes so hard, but it's so depressing. I think that's worse because that means I know them. True. The rap one? You want me to do a rap song in Japanese? There's no way. I can barely do Yoru ni kakeru. Like this one is already enough words. Like on the one that's like shinjitetai kedo shinji, that part, that was tough. That was tough. I'm not learning that weeb song, Chikano. You can request a different USOB song. How about that? It could be a different Yoasobi song. I feel confident, you know? Are they gonna sing a different one from Yoasobi, not that one? This is the one I wanted to learn, but I was too lazy to do it. You do like that? What's the one you thought I was gonna sing? I was considering Tabun, but it's really low. Yeah, Tabun is really low. That's the issue. I'd probably need to change the key. Like this one's quite high. Even this one though, she does have a pretty good low range because I think like for example, like she goes like sayonara takeda, like that's fairly low for me. Like I have a pretty bad low range, so it's tough for me out there. Like even like when I sing Blackpink, I'm like, man, this is too low. Can they sing a bit higher? But if it's twice, it's all good. Twice sing ridiculously high. Or if it's like eyes one, eyes one, they're like no issues there. That one's gas. You're gonna request a Takayan song then? I don't know any of those, man. That's the only one I know. So one that I don't. Oh, you thought I would sing a one that you don't know. Fair enough. Fair enough. But that's our most like popular one. Goes to show our range. Yeah, the more I was learning the song, the more I was saying this, the more I was learning the song, the more I realized like she is a really proficient singer. Because this song actually, it's hard to describe like what's difficult about it, but she kind of like jumps between registers, like she sings in like her chest voice and she sings in her head voice. But she has a very like agile voice and it goes back and forth and you can't necessarily notice when she's doing it because she does it very smoothly. And the song like kind of like jumps around a lot. So it's actually quite difficult in that sense. So she's a really strong singer for sure. Yeah, I scream at 31 million views. Stop sleeping. No, that's all weebs. It's 31 million weebs watching it. I'm not one of them, you know. Day 460 I'm waiting need you to listen to XG. You're just making up that number, man. Can I see Maya singing Maya? One day. What have I been? I've literally been singing like. I mean, you guys know, like, I've been just singing, like classical music on my singing classes. I've been doing full on like. I'm trying to learn how to sing like an opera singer. That's what I'm doing. So I'm in like a different. I'm like in like a different country right now. You know, like I'm not even in that singing this kind of music. It was actually hard to go. It was hard to go back and sing like for example, Yoruni Kakeru is so contemporary, right? She sings in that like J-pop idol, but like actually good at singing kind of way, where it's like she sings very like bright and it's very poppy, right? It's hard to go back to that after singing classical. But I do understand why, like, cause like for a while I was like, oh, like obviously Yoonjin is a classically trained singer, so I was like, oh, like why does she struggle singing like Les Seraphim songs? But I completely understand now. Like it's a completely different skill set, and it's hard to train your voice to like go like it's hard to train your voice to like sing in a different way after that. You did some spring cleaning a few days ago and donated hella clothes. I found your heck hoodie. Let's go. I have a bunch of clothes ready for donation as well. XG is all in English, so it's easy. Yeah. To be fair, yeah, the hardest part about like even focusing on learning Yoruni Kakeru, it took me a couple weeks to learn all the words. Especially like I had to type it all out, right? I think that's the main part, and especially like in. Obviously, her song is like extra hard because it's like really fast, but generally the words that are used in songs are not words that are like used in normal conversation. So odds are I don't know most of the words in Japanese songs, so it makes it harder to learn. But I've learned I've learned a fair few amount of Japanese songs. I like to sing, like, there's like this 90s song I like to sing for my family. And I was also trying to learn, I like trying to learn like different singing styles, and I was trying to learn like traditional music as well, like Japanese traditional songs, which was quite fun. Everyone, my family gets a kick out of it when I sing like it's like trot music, I guess. My family gets a kick out of it. They think it's really funny because they're like, "Wow, you're raised in Canada and you're singing this? That's weird." Yeah, Subby's gonna feel like what is that? 17? 17th century crew. True, true. Wait, isn't 17 like old? Am I reading that wrong? It is 17. Are we in 21st century? Or do you mean I'm gonna sing it in an opera style? I wonder if it's even possible. I feel like there's too many words. No. When are you gonna go back to your francophone roots to sing this silly? No, the song I'm learning right now is in French. I'm learning the flower duet. It's in French. And I'm like, how the hell? Like right now I'm not learning the words, I'm just learning the melody. But the lyrics are in French, and she was like, good luck. And I was like, oh my god. Please. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, I'm going back to my francophone roots. Once I learn it, I'll sing in French for you guys. You can do a me get redeem. 17th century is Baroque. Yeah, I don't know if I know how to sing in Baroque style. I don't know about that. No, I'm not a fan of Baroque music. You're Canadian, you have no excuse. True. At least I should know some words. You have to do the shamisen and do a Yoshida Brothers song for your... What the hell is that? Learn the shamisen. What the heck? What is the shamisen? We do so French. Merci beaucoup. J'aime parler français. It's the Japanese band. Oh, right. Yeah, I'll learn that for sure. Definitely going to do that. Thank you. I did take French until the 8th grade. The Polyphia riff on it for your... Yeah, I can sing Polyphia for your birthday. How about that? I'll sing you playing God. Do 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 do. Then we can vibe out with you. I have a ukulele as well, Kuwani. I think I played on stream. I don't use it very much though. It's behind this wall. It's on the shelf, but like behind the wall. You're required to take it till 9th grade. I took the Japanese grade 12 exam. So I got to stop. They let me stop because they're like, okay, you can have the credit for it. Your acapella falafel riffs are insane. Thank you. I'm just like Tim Henson, you know? Misha reserves a ukulele for when she gets cancelled. I have to make apology video. Yeah, you gotta be ready. You gotta be like, I'm gonna be cancelled any day now, and I have to learn the lyrics to Toxic Gossip Train. You know. I'm ready. I remember that like in passing, I brought it up to Alex, and then they started reciting all the lines. They were like, I know all the lyrics. I was like, oh my god. Please. I should have stuck with it since your high school French teacher was good, but after years of learning from your grade school French teacher, you didn't want to anymore. My grade school French teacher was actually so nice. Like she would make songs for us. It would be like a parody of like a popular song. And she would use like just like basic French words and like make a whole song with it. Like it was crazy. She would make a whole song, like so many songs. But then my high school French teacher was German. She wasn't even French. She was German. But I guess she was good at French. And then when I got to 7th grade, the French teacher got fired. Or like not fired, she was like laid off or something. So then my normal school teacher had to teach us French. But like he doesn't know French. Like and he was like, okay, So you want to we're gonna learn about weather, and he's like reading from the book. He's like, okay, il fait plus, um, il fait soleil. He's like reading it, and we're like, oh my god, this is like the worst. We're not learning anything. So I think grade 7 French was a bit of issue. There were some budget cuts, and our normal teacher had to teach us it. You think yours was Italian? Yeah, never a French teacher. Apparently, they're not coming here. I guess a French teacher wouldn't teach us Canadian French. I don't know. He was talking about bulldogs, horns, and fries. What? Um, we need better French education in this country. I know my French is so bad. Like I took it from fifth grade. I mean, I guess when you're in but like from when you're in elementary school, you don't really they don't teach you that much, you know? Like you don't learn we didn't learn any conjugation or anything like we didn't learn any grammar till the 8th grade. So I'm sure the actual French started there, you know? Um they're going to see you comment savage. That was a good comment. Yeah. A rare zirconian good comment. That's all French stuff. Bulldogs, horns, horns. Um, but that's the basics. We learned that in grade 4. Okay, maybe my French education was worse than yours. We were just singing songs and in we started in grade 5, I think. Grade 5 to grade 7 we did French. But we were just learning like like small conversation stuff. Like, "Oh, comment ça va?" or like, you know, like the weather and stuff like that. Like we didn't learn any grammar till high school. So maybe we're just bad. I don't know. Maybe it's just West Coast stiff. We're too far from Quebec. No one cares. um, who knows? Yeah, I didn't learn anything till. But we also have like French immersion school. So if you really want your child to learn French, you can put them in French immersion, and that's like they will be like fluent in French. No love for Quebec out west? Apparently not. Apparently not. My people are underrepresented. Apparently. Um. Yeah, I don't know how to say anything in French except for comment ça va and um yeah, like I can say the weather. I can say j'aime écouter de la musique. I can say yeah, I can't say much else. I think I know a lot of French, like lots of foods in French because it's like on all their labels and stuff like that, but which is helpful. But can I speak? No. When I went to France, I was like, they would speak French to me, and I'm like, okay, I understood roughly what they mean, you know? Like, I'm like, can I have coffee? And they're like, oh, do you want it like hot or cold? I'm like, okay, I understood that part, you know? So it was like enough to get by, perhaps, but as a tourist. Messi Goku, no way. Yeah, maybe like, oh, show. I mean, if I was when I was in France, it was super. It was il fait très show, you know, like très show. It was crazy. It was like 38 degrees. It was so hot. So that was, I'm sure, a useful word to know. I could just complain about it being too hot all the time. Yeah, that's it. Too hot. It was like 30 degrees, and it was not a fun time. Not a fun time. And some of the trains were like saunas. Like some trains are okay, and some trains were I thought like it was death, you know? You're a welcome in, Angel. You're a Mejan and a Smogan. Smoging? Like Moog? Moog, Lord of Blood? Is that what you mean? Oh, from DS1. Okay, not Moog. Oh, so I'm Ornstein? And is that me? You mean Ornstein and Smog? Or is that someone else? Totally wasn't a typo. Right. I don't know what they look like. I think one of them is big, one of them is small, no? I don't know which one. I haven't played Dark Souls 1. What are you learning for talking about? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Welcome in, Angel. Hope you're doing well today. God, the weather is so bad. Why does it have to be like this? Yeah, well, maybe if I build a new PC, I will play Enjoy. I'll talk to my brother today and see what he thinks. I'll ask him how much it will. How much do you guys think it will cost to build a new? So wait, if I bought a new PC now, would I get the 50 something graphics card? What number are they on? 50 sounds crazy. There's a car show coming up next month called Cars and Anime. Bro, they're gonna be people with all their waifu cars. Supposed to be hella nice next weekend. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. Today is the long week. This weekend is a long weekend here in Vancouver, though. So that sucks for the people on the long weekend. I'm probably working though. Today it rained during your jog walk, so we rushed home and we got home. The sun came. Okay, that happens all the time. That happens all the time. It's like they know. Like you were like, oh, I should walk my dog now before it rains, and then it does rain, and then like 2 hours or like not even just 2 hours later, like anytime left during the day, and you're like, oh, it was sunny now. I should just waited. Right now it's 50 series. Okay, so I'd get a 50 something. I see. And welcome in, Tram. Happy long weekend to you too, if you also have one. Angelus Maximus Aurelius Crexius the third. Damn, bringing out the full name. That's very esteemed of you. I think 5060 Ti came out now. It's probably a good mid-tiered card for the price. I mean, as long as it's like sufficient and it's like kind of, if I can keep it for the next 5 years as well, then I'll be happy. Would that be like the equivalent of a card that will last me a good amount? I wouldn't get any card with less than 16 gigabytes VRAM. Yeah, that's the issue, right? That's the issue, because like a lot of the things that I don't meet the minimum requirements for is because I don't have enough VRAM. The third, yeah, the third, Angel. We don't ask what happened to the first two. Just future-proof everything, get a decent card. You could always update the card down. So is 5060 a decent card? Go check reviews on it. You've heard there's issues with the 50 series cards. Melting power cables? What? Melting? How hot is it getting? Oh my gosh. There's a barbecue in your PC. That's great. Surely that's covered by the warranty. Let's say like 3 to 4 years later, you could just stick the new card in it. What? I just want one. I just want to keep one card for 5 years, 4 to 5 years. You know? I don't want to open up my PC and replace the graphics card. My plan now is just to replace the entire PC every 5 years. 60 seconds to take out a card. Okay, fine. I'm calling my brother over and let him do it. The melting power cables are mostly the 90s. Okay. I just won't get the 91. That's too fancy. And welcome in, Reem. How are you? Yeah, it's easier to replace one part than the whole computer. I feel like at this point, once it's 5 years old, you may as well just replace the whole computer, right? Aside from like the hard drive or whatever. 5090s are like 2,500 USD. Okay, yeah, I don't need that. You're still waiting for your BTS album. You got them as a birthday gift for yourself. Happy belated birthday or today birthday. I don't know. I hope you enjoy the albums. Hope I don't need to replace your drive. I have a 1 terabyte SSD and it served me pretty well. I don't have like a hard drive. I don't keep up with the PC enthusiast game anymore, but I agree with you with the upgrade the whole computer every 5 years. Cause like surely like even the CPU and stuff gets old, right? So you may as well just replace it and sell the whole thing, right? But yeah, welcome in, Hira. We're doing well today. Hard drive in 2025 is crazy work. Yeah. I mean, unless you need to store a lot of data, you may as well have a hard drive. Got the young for everyone and the most beautiful moment in life, part 2, blue. I don't know what those are, but I'm sure they are beautiful and you will enjoy them. Lisa and Tyler dropped a music video on Thursday, and the thirst trap was wearing Lisa thirst trap. You'll need your SSDs now. Had a laptop HDD sector failure when you took it with me to visit family once. Oh no, that sucks. I'm sorry. I mean, I feel like SSDs are not too expensive, right? Even if you get like 1 terabyte. So it's like, it's kind of worth, right? It's faster. It's easier. Everything gets old, the CPU, the RAM, the GPU. Exactly. Because like right now, like I don't think my PC's at the point where I just replace the GPU, you know? Like I feel like I would probably need a new CPU as well. And I kind of want a different case. I don't like my case anymore. Because my brother got a new case and it's cooler. I'm like, man, your case is so cool. Might as well just do the whole system. Yeah. Your birthday is next month on the... Oh, okay. So it's not belated. It's early. Well, then it will arrive in time for your birthday, so that's perfect. They're BTS ones, old ones, 2015. Oh, okay, I see. Sucks out having to change everything in order to upgrade a few stuff. Yeah. Most of the data was recovered, so it turned out okay. That's great. One time I spilled a Starbucks latte on my laptop, but the hard drive was safe. Everything else was not. If you upgrade just a GPU, you might bottleneck anyway, because the CPU might not be a good fit for a GPU that releases like 4 to 5 years later. Yeah, that's a good point. I just figured that like everything was old, so I may as well replace it. And then like, I may as well just sell the whole PC as a complete unit, you know? Terabyte, gigabyte, underbyte, tomato. True. I don't think you want an underbyte of storage though. That sounds bad. Who has a birthday in May? No one. Actually, a lot of people. I'm celebrating a birthday today, actually, Kalani. I have to pick up the cake today. Your birthday is next month on the 21st and Slay 17. Let's go. Yes, I love 17. Tomorrow is Taeyang, the goat's birthday, and yours. 2 goats on the same birthday. That's me and Steve Buscemi and Taylor Swift. How have I been? I've been pretty good. I hope you have too. The only thing I've carried over to successive builds is the power supply and the case. I see. But how do you even sell? You just sell all the parts? I feel like it's so annoying. I'd rather just sell one thing. I hate selling stuff. Because I don't like meeting people and exchanging money. There's so many scams these days. I feel like people will scam you. They'll be like, someone got like fake cash for their they sold a MacBook for like $4,000 and they got $4,000 of fake $100 bills. So everyone was like, oh, if you want to exchange it, do it at the bank. Like if you're getting cash, do it at the bank. And then don't take like bank transfers as well. Because like people scam with those as well. Happy birthday, real. Exactly. Tomorrow's your dad's birthday. Whoa. 3 goats on the same birthday. Zirconia's dad, Taeyang, and Kalani. You tie your old builds for other purposes or you give them to family? Yeah, I don't like selling stuff. I wish I could just give it to someone. Now everyone's in chat's gonna be like, what? Can I have your PC? I actually have 2 other friends with the same I feel like May is pretty popular for birthday. My brother's birthday is in May as well. New jeans? Made you a bunny? Don't you know how sweet it tastes? I'm trying to learn the dance, but I feel like I look weird. How sweet it tastes. According to real one for giving birth. Yeah, you're Zirconia's dad giving birth. The song is so good. I do love this song. I love their like chill vibes, you know? The chorus is so simple but so good. It is, it is. Now that I'm without you. Also I need to get going pretty soon. I have Pilates. But yeah, it's I don't know how close I can cut it, you know? Never met someone with the same birthday as me? Yeah, you didn't meet a dog. Just Google your birthday and see who has the same birthday, you know? There's always someone. I'm sure you'll find some K-pop idol with the same birthday as you know? Yeah, it's I'll see about my PC. It would be nice to have a new one cuz like I guess you eventually need one. There's always some random celebrity that share birthday. Exactly, exactly. I think there's someone else too, I can't remember. That I share birthday with, but I cannot remember. I just remember Steve Buscemi. And Taylor Swift is famously my birthday. Is today your birthday? No. Mine's in December. Very far away. Luckily. You have time for new jeans, but not XG? Because I was learning their dance. I was learning the dance for this. I like a good new jeans dance. But maybe I'll learn an XG dance. And then I'll finally listen to it. I'll listen to it repeatedly if I learn their dance, you know? Do they have hard dances? Me, jeans. That's me. You post so much K-pop slop, she can't keep up. Right. K-pop slop. There actually is a lot of I'm pretty sure a new K-pop group debuts like every day. But like most of them aren't successful, right? But there's a lot. There's a lot of it. But it's the same with any music, no? Like there's always like there's probably like a new rapper every day, right? Like most are easy. Okay, okay. You got like 20 celebrities and no, none of them. Oh no. K-slop. True, K-slop. There's slop for everything. Let's be real. There's probably 100 new games released every day, maybe more, and most of them are slop. I actually cut back from how I did back then. Other people have picked up the slack, Kalani. we have some more K-pop posters. Ratsy. Yeah, I should probably get going. I won't cut it too close. I need to go to Pilates, but tomorrow it's Kalani's birthday, and if you guys don't know, about I think it's 4 years ago now. 4 years ago, I promised Kalani I would sing Yoasobi on his birthday. So finally happening tomorrow. So if you wanna be there, like join stream tomorrow. But yeah, don't die at Pilates. I'm trying. I'll let you know how it goes. But yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow, normal time, 9 a.m. Pacific. Hope everyone takes care. Have a great rest of your weekend. If I don't see you, yeah, I'll rest my vocals. I'll warm up. I'll train. You know. If you want to request something expected in the next 4 years, exactly. That's about the turnaround time. 4 years. So good luck with that. But yeah.